How do we free ourselves from the past? Hey there everybody, it's Chris Lemig at Gateway to the Limitless. I am an author, spiritual educator, and former Tibetan Buddhist monk, and I teach a 3-day workshop called Gateway to the Limitless, where I teach you all the skills that you need to connect with your true self, discover your true desires, and step into and begin manifesting your true destiny. So I just got a question from somebody the other day who asked, how do I free myself from a painful past memory? And actually, it's something that is quite common. A lot of times we experience persistent, painful memories from our past. This can come in the form of like guilt, remorse, regret, these sorts of things. Or sometimes it can be, traumatic experiences or just simply painful experiences of loss, or, times in our life where we failed, or, life didn't measure up to what we were hoping for. And so it's something that I've helped people with quite a bit in my time as a hypnotherapist. And it's actually, there's some techniques that I teach in my Gateway to the Limitless program that actually help us to work with these sorts of things very specifically. And there's a couple different methods that we can use when we're dealing with painful past memories, persistent past memories that seem to come up without us wanting them to come up. They just kind of come up and we kind of obsess on them and they make us uncomfortable. We can't seem to let them go. So there are a couple of things going on here. For one thing, first of all, we have to recognize that when these things come up, they're just thoughts, right? They're just feelings. And I don't mean to be dismissive there, because our thoughts and our feelings can be incredibly powerful, right? This is our own energy manifesting in the form of thoughts and feelings. So thoughts that are, kind of this mental energy, and then feelings, which are this more physical bodily energy. And then these two connect and can kind of create this feedback loop that causes us to feel like we're just in this, this hamster wheel. And so they are powerful, but at the same token, they are just thoughts. They are just feelings. There is absolutely no law written anywhere that you have to react to them, that you have to continue thinking them or feeling them, that you have to bring any meaning to them whatsoever, right? So we have a lot of say in how we react to and how we interpret our thoughts and our feelings. So one of the first things that I teach people when working with this sort of stuff is how to be present with even uncomfortable thoughts and even uncomfortable feelings. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, and actually at first it takes a little bit of practice to get used to it, even getting used to the idea, like why the heck would I want to be more present with an unpleasant feeling, maybe even a really painful feeling? Well, the thing is that with just a little bit of practice and with a little bit of open-mindedness here, when we sit with the uncomfortable feeling or the uncomfortable thought, and we just bring our awareness to it and our presence to it and our consciousness to it, an interesting thing begins to happen. So I want you to just take a moment and just look inside, and whatever thought that you're thinking right now, go ahead and just look at it. And what I mean by that is go ahead and see if you can find the thought. See if you can pinpoint where it is in space or even in time. And if you look at it closely, you're going to find that actually the second that you look at it, it just disappears. It's already gone. It's past. It is dissolved back from whence it came, which is the unmanifested reality that we all are coming in and out of moment by moment. So the second you look at a thought, it disappears just like that. It's like touching a soap bubble that's kind of floating in the air. Feelings can be a little more tricky because we're having a physical experience of feelings. So there's actually our brain is communicated to different glands in our body to go ahead and produce different chemicals to create these feelings. So these can feel a little bit more solid and a little bit more real. But yet, with some practice, when we start to bring presence to our feelings in our body, we can just bring our awareness to those feelings. Notice, like, where am I feeling this uncomfortable feeling? Where am I feeling the pain surrounding this memory? Where am I feeling the guilt or the anxiety or the regret or the remorse or the loss or the grief or whatever it is? And just bring your awareness to that place in your body where you're feeling it, and just simply begin to notice it. And as you begin to notice it, begin to notice how it's not a unchanging, solid, permanent thing. That even though you might be able to describe it as being sadness or regret, remorse or fear or trauma or whatever it might be, the quality of the feeling is continuously changing moment by moment. Maybe it's becoming slightly more intense as you're putting your awareness into it, or maybe it's becoming less intense. Maybe it's shifting its place in your body. Maybe it was started in your abdomen and now it's moving up into your upper abdomen, or maybe it's moving up into your chest. Or maybe it's just starting to diminish altogether and starting to fade and transform into something else, into a different feeling. In any case, what you start to notice is that when you bring your attention and your awareness even to painful feelings, they start to change on their own. And as they change on their own, you start to realize that you have some more power over your thoughts and your feelings than you ever thought was possible. Just by simply being present with them, by simply accepting them as they are and just letting them be and just watching them change and transform into something else all on their own. So I hope you found that this video interesting and useful. Practice that for yourself. See if you can bring this practice of presence and present moment awareness, bringing your attention to the thought or the feeling that's giving you trouble, and see what happens for you. See how that kind of maybe frees things up for you a little bit, makes things a little bit more manageable, a little more easy. So if you like this video, go ahead and click a thumbs up here. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you like it. Share in the comments what you think about this. This is not a new thing, by the way. Maybe you've tried this before. Maybe you've spent time with other teachers, Eckhart Tolle or people like that, who suggest these sorts of practices for dealing with our difficulties. But let me know in the comments what you think, and please subscribe to this channel and ring that bell so you get notified when I put up new content. Thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Chris Lemig here at Gateway to the Limitless. Take care, be well, dear hearts and spiritual warriors. I look forward to seeing you again soon.